Hello and welcome to today's episode. Today we have a little bit of unorthodox and unique video. I don't normally cover tech or your normal unboxing videos or your casual find what's inside the phone kind of videos. But today, as you can see, I have four phones in front of me. One is Note 20 Ultra, one is iPhone 8, and then we have Nokia Express Music and Nokia C2. So the reason for this video is very simple. Lately, I decided to change my phone actually, and having Note 20 Ultra, which is almost 4 years old, or probably 3 to 4 years old, and then now upgrading it within 4 years. Why did I find the need that I need to upgrade my phone now? And for this video, I don't want to say anything bad towards a specific brand or maybe the whole tech industry as a whole. But the reason why I'm upgrading and the reason why I feel that our society is going towards a direction where we need to upgrade our phones, we need to change our devices, not just phone, any other device, more frequently than other, is something that we should be thinking about. And don't take this as a negative comment. I'm not saying that it is a negative thing. I'm just saying it is a reality. Coming back to the situation. So right now I have a Samsung S20 Ultra as my main phone. I've been using it for almost 4 years, 3.5, 4 years. And so far, I'm not going to say that it has given me a lot of problems or anything. Every phone has its own issues and whatnot, but it's a very, very good phone for its era. But now lately, the battery time has been reduced significantly. Previously, one charge would get me a whole day, but now I need to charge it twice a day. So it is a very significant drop. In terms of usability, not much of a difference. The only thing that has changed is the performance. Yes, the performance has reduced from when I bought it. And this is the difference between Samsung and iPhone. This is iPhone 8, which is much, much older than Note 20 Ultra. But yet, the performance of this is much more better than this one. Not in terms of what's inside the phone, as in what are the specifications of the phone. Probably the camera of Samsung is much more better than the iPhone 8. But the thing that is different is the usability. Okay, so it is much more faster in terms of this, even though this should be faster considering it has better chipset, it has better RAM, it has better every single thing that you can name it, but it feels much more faster. Another thing is the size. Of course, I can understand this is my choice. I bought a bigger phone. But when I use this and when I shifted towards this as my secondary phone, I feel more comfortable using this phone as my social media device just for texting. Because I'm using Instagram to communicate with most of my friends. So I feel this is much more comfortable for me for typing than this because of the size. That aside, the screen performance and everything else is better on this, no doubt about it. But when it comes to the battery time, that's the big issue. iPhone also reduced the battery time by a lot. This phone I need to charge 2-3 times a day. This one 2 times a day. And then we have these old Nokia phone. These two phones I've had for almost you can say more than 20 years. And both of these phones, I have never changed the battery. It's the same original battery that they came with. I can remove the battery and I can change the battery. And the good thing is, even after 20 years, the battery works. And I don't even use them anymore. Because there's no WhatsApp, there's nothing on except for calling and messaging and Snake. I don't use them, but they still work. I haven't used them for 15 years. When I was in Malaysia, I came back, I charged it and it works. This is a big difference. I am sure that if I don't use this device for 15 years or 12 years or 10 years or even 8 years, both of these phones will be dead, non-recoverable. This is a big difference that I'm seeing, that from here to here, the durability of the battery has significantly dropped. Why is that? Why can't we have removable batteries? There could be 101 reasons. I'm not a tech geek to come and say that, like, oh, this we should have this. Maybe it's because of the waterproofing, or maybe the device won't be compatible because of that. So there are 101 reasons why you can blame that. But one thing that I've realized is having a battery right behind the screen has created some issues for Samsung. I'm not sure about iPhone. I haven't faced it because probably the performance isn't as strong on iPhone as of this Note 20 Ultra. But every single time when I have upgraded, I've had a major upgrade on my Samsung Note 20 Ultra, the phone has always overheat. And sometimes it will get green lines and white screen and stuff like that. And when I went to the service center, regardless of whether it is Samsung or some other, they have always said that, like, you need to replace the battery, you need to change the strip or something like that. All bullshit. What I've seen is after a couple of days it becomes normal. It's just overheating of the battery. Unless your phone is swelling, then it's a problem. Then it's another thing. But if it is not swelling, it is normal. Like after some time, you let it cool down, then it will become normal. You just need to hard reset the phone by plugging in the charger and pressing the volume key and the power button, and it will be fine. So now coming back to the decision I made on changing the phone and which phone I bought. So we will do a little bit of unboxing because everybody does that. So I bought S24 Ultra. And the reason why I bought this, we will go into more detail about that after unboxing. So I bought this from PriceSoy.pk. And the reason I bought it from there is because I got a reasonably good price. And yeah, they were the ones which had the color that I wanted. They had better service, like they were responding to me very well. So decision was made. This is how the packaging is. It is violet color that I purchased. So let's see what's inside. The only reason why I was checking is whether it's the same thing that I've ordered. One thing I have noticed is that the box has become considerably thinner than the one that I got from Note 20. So as we open, the first thing we see is the phone. There already is a screen protector on, so I don't need to buy a separate one. So I don't think that there is anything below it. And on this side, what we have is a pin, some notes, and a cable. That's about it. So one sad thing is that they haven't given any brick with this phone, which is sad. Normally, they have always given a brick. And that was one of the things which Samsung had always complained about iPhone, that why are they not giving the brick, and now they are not giving the brick. So on the first look, you can see it's titanium, feels very nice, feels very premium. But one thing is that I feel like this is much more heavier, and I believe it is. The size is almost similar, but it feels that it is a little bit smaller. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it feels just a tiny bit, like maybe one nail, like the width of my nail, thinner, like this. It feels just a tiny bit wider. In terms of the cameras feel a bit more bigger in size, maybe because it's much more bigger camera, much more better camera, I'm not sure. Otherwise it feels much more premium. This is much more matte, this is much more glossy, this is, I think it's glass. Yeah, that's about it. Feels good, feels nice. Maybe if requested, then I will make a longer video on how I feel about the Samsung after using it. But now the decision why I choose Galaxy S24 Ultra. I was thinking when I was upgrading it whether I should go for an iPhone 15 or S24 Ultra or S23 Ultra. So the reason why I chose S24 on top of S23 is simply because this is a newer one and I feel like it will have much more value in the future. That's about it. Otherwise, usability, whatever I have researched on YouTube, it feels the same. So that's why I didn't go for S23. I went for it. Why I choose Samsung over iPhone. The base variant of iPhone 15 was going for 320,000. roughly 320 to 330,000. That is PKR. The base version of S24 Ultra was 380. But the features that I'm getting from S24 to base version of iPhone 15 was significant. And then when I compare with the highest version of iPhone, or even the next version of iPhone, was much more expensive than S24 Ultra. The highest version of iPhone was more than 500,000 PKR. And that is one of the biggest reasons why I went for S24 Ultra. So, of course, I could have bought iPhone, the base one. I don't need a bigger camera. I don't need a lot of gadgets and whatnot. But still, it feels nice when you're spending that much money on a phone to have the features that you should be getting. So that is one of the reasons why I bought this. I'm not sure how I will feel about the usability of it. So we will only know that after a couple of weeks. But this is a very small, basic review on the decision why I choose Samsung S24 Ultra. Thank you.